What is up, guys? I'm on my break from work, and as you can see by my positioning, I am extremely overwhelmed. The sun is out, which is good. This is the first time I've seen the sun in 3 days, so I'm gonna sit here and sun gaze. What is up, beautiful people? Welcome to Vlogmas day number 11. Yeah, it's 6:45. I'm about to put on this Sephora face mask that is supposed to be like an acai smoothie. It's really smoothing and cooling, and that's what I need right now. So yeah, let's do it. I hope that you guys have been having a good day. I have had an interesting day. If you guys watched like the last 2 days pretty much in the vlog, I've been saying how it's been really gloomy outside, and I've also been a little bit stressed from work. So yeah, let's just have a little girl talk as I talk about like my face mask, and yeah, that's gonna be this episode. I'm sorry. But what I really want to talk about, guys, is the fact that I had a panic attack today, which is not anything that's surprising. It's new. It's kind of news because I haven't had one since like earlier this year, or like last year, if that, maybe earlier this year though. And that's really good for me because if you don't know, I had my first panic attack in 4th grade. I think I was like 7 or 8. Yeah, and I still have the scar in my hand. I love showing the scar. Okay. Warning. Maybe I should have put a warning on this video. I will be talking about some things that may be triggering to hear. Okay. I have the scar to prove it. This is my first panic attack. This is the scar from it. I was in 4th grade. I'm pretty sure I was writing or something, and I literally just clenched onto the pencil. So the pencil mark will forever be in my hand. Fun fact. Anyways, after that, I started having them almost regularly, especially when I got to high school. I want to say I didn't have them regularly like after 4th grade. No, I had them regularly in high school. So I don't know if I even had a panic attack between like then and high school. But fast forward to high school, I have my very first like conscious panic attack where I'm like, oh, something just happened to me, because obviously in 4th grade I didn't know that was what it was. I just thought that I freaked out. I don't know, I really just thought that I freaked out. But I'm also sure that that was around the time that there was some things happening in my household. Also, trigger warning, by 4th grade I had already had my own trauma and abuse. So it could have just been the build up to then. But anyways, oh, I put that on my lip. Anyways, yeah, high school. I have no idea what had happened. I know my grandmother had passed. She either had passed that year or she was really sick, and we knew that, you know, she wouldn't have long. I don't know what time period this was, but it could have been anywhere during that year. But I know for sure I literally was overwhelmed with basically that. I was already stressed. I was always stressed with my home life. So that was always one of my biggest stressors. And then I also was getting bullied in high school because I did not live with my mom. I lived with my father, and he did not know how to do my hair, nor did he care how my hair looked, because he worked 80 hours a week and he didn't see me at all sometimes during the week. He would see me like twice a week, 3 times, sometimes 4 times a week. But like, you know, 80 hours is a long time. It's like I have to catch him in the hallway when I'm going to my room and he's going to his room, and I'm like, hey, good night, how was your day? You had a good day? Okay, that was the time I was living in. So yeah, so I know it was just a bunch of stuff happening in my life, right? That was the day I chose to do my very first sew-in, long story short. I'm going on YouTube, I'm watching the tutorials, and at that point I had already been fed up. You know, I've been doing crochet, and I was already trying to learn how to do my own hair because, again, I didn't have anyone to do my hair or teach me how to do my hair. So I was already doing trial and error with a bunch of different things. So I was like, I'm gonna just do a sew-in. Mind you, sew-ins are very difficult, especially because you can't see the back of your head, and it's a two-step process. You have to braid your hair down, leave some leave out, and then sew the new hair on top. I'm pretty sure I was stressed during the braiding process. I'm pretty sure once I was getting to like that first track, I just kept picking my head with the needle, you know, picking my fingers with the needle, and it was just like a build up, and then I had a really bad panic attack. Like, I was on the floor. I remember being on the floor, and I remember just like trying to catch my breath and being like, what just happened? Yeah, they're not fun. They're not fun. If you've never experienced one, you are blessed, okay? Lucky. They are not fun. But anyways, I had them almost regularly after that. Whenever I would get that intense buildup of stress, I would have a panic attack. It happened almost so regularly that I had not like a process, but I learned a process really fast and really easily. So now in my adult life, and someone who's working on my trauma, working on my stress levels and managing, and I don't have panic attacks as often and stuff like that, but I wanted to just make a video to kind of educate people who aren't as aware as, especially as I was back then, but even now as an adult, sometimes you really just don't know what to do in those moments, if you're having a panic attack or if you see someone having a panic attack. So that's what today's video is going to be about. Sorry if this is a heavy topic, you can click off now. But yeah, so first let's talk about what to do if you see someone having a panic attack. This is from my personal experience. I can't speak for the whole community of people who have panic attacks or who have anxiety, because there's a lot of us. But step number one, give space. Okay, a lot of us, when we have anxiety attacks, it kind of feels like we're losing air, we're losing space, we're losing sense of time and awareness, you know? Do not come up to me, and especially do not touch me. Don't touch me, okay? I don't know about anybody else, but do not come into my space and do not touch me. Those are important, you know what I mean? Also, be aware of your speaking. Do not match the anxiousness of me, because it's only going to continue to build my own anxiety. If you're worried as much as I'm worried, then how are we both going to be able to release this? Do not come up to me, hey, what happened? What's wrong? Now that, do not ask me what's wrong. Because in the midst of this, you want me to think of an answer to give to you right now? Are you for real? I can't. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't. Do not try. Why are you coming up to me asking me what happened, what's wrong? I have no air in my lungs. Sorry. Hold on. Literally, don't. Just don't. And also, asking what's wrong can also be a really big trigger, because you're immediately triggering my mind to think about what's wrong. Are you for real? Like, are you kidding me? But I know that it's such a common thing to do and to say to people, especially when you see someone in distress. But do not ask what's wrong, please. For the love of God. Please, okay? What else? I'm trying to think of like a lot of pros and cons, but not pros and cons, but things to do and things to not to do. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I just want you guys to really be aware of what a panic attack and what an anxiety attack really is. It's literally a buildup of stress and anxiety. It's like your body cannot physically handle it. Your mind might be thinking you're putting stress into your body and you can't physically handle it. So it overrides, like your body tries to take its power back. That's literally how it feels. And so I immediately I'm immediately crying because my body is trying to release, stuff, okay? So yeah, Marley, I know you love being in the vlog, but this is really important, okay? Yeah, my body is trying to release, okay? So don't ask me it's wrong. I just need my body to do what it needs to do. And once I'm back, okay, then I will be able to communicate. I promise, okay? Just give us time. But that is the exact experience of what it is. Your body is just trying to expel all of that energy, basically, because it overrides it. It stresses it out to a point where there's nowhere else for it to go but out. And so I also have effects where my nervous system gets kind of like shooken up really bad because I also have ADHD. I also have ADHD and a dysregulated nervous system to begin with. But the point is their nervous system can get shaken up as well. So you'll see a lot of shaking, a lot of fidgeting. Sometimes people are rocking back and forth because you have to like bring your body back to equilibrium. I did not say that word right. Equilibrium, that's how you say that word. Yeah, you see all of that, okay? So I understand why it's like, what happened? But whatever someone's doing in any case, just make sure that they're safe and make sure that they're breathing, okay? The way to make sure that they're breathing, I'm gonna tell you right now, is to model, okay? My favorite thing to do is to model a breathing technique. If I see somebody stressed, I'm gonna do my biggest breathing technique, okay? I count to 4, inhale, count to 4, hold it, count to 6, big exhale, okay? Now, of course, the regular person or a normal person who doesn't deal with stress or anxiety may not know breath work or how to use breath work. So you don't have to do the 4-4-6 method, okay? You can literally just, someone stressed, they're immediately, you know what I mean? Like, bring the energy down. Show me. Let me hear it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's literally all you can do in the moment, okay? Give them space. Make sure that they're safe. Them putting their head down, them shaking, them trying to like bring themselves to be okay. It's literally, one, it's uncontrollable, but two, it's literally just to expel all of that energy. So once it's gone, once it's released, they should feel a little bit better. And me, in my case, like I said, my nervous system still just, it needs time. A lot of the time I get like a little stomach quiver. You know how, I don't know, you know how it feels when you work out your abs? Yeah, I get a stomach quiver, like my stomach is empty, but it's in pain. But the abs are in pain, not my stomach itself. It could be because of the hyperventilation as well, I don't know. But that and the shakes, my hands, the hands aren't working. And tears, you're gonna see me cry. I'm gonna cry. And it's literally uncontrollable. It's gonna continue until it's all gone, you know? So yeah. But as someone who experienced panic attacks, I do want to give some advice if you also experience this or anything that I'm speaking of. In addition to breath work, because I did just say the breath work technique, I'm not going to continue saying that, but you should do breath work if you deal with this. Do not sleep on it. Do not. Because when you think about stress, when you think about anxiety, when you think about anxiety attacks and panic attacks, it all deals with your body and regulation. So breathing It's literally your body. Do not sleep on it. It's better than anything that you can say to yourself, anything that you can do for yourself. It's literally as easy as breathing, but it's so impactful. Okay, do some breath work. But yeah, that's like my biggest advice. But outside of breath work, I would definitely say, kind of like what I was saying yesterday, work on like what are your positive and negative, like what's the word? Not reinforcements, because I'm thinking about work. But what are things that are gonna make you feel better, like in a positive way and not in a negative way? You know what I mean? Like not in a way where you're kind of hurting others, but in a way that you're helping yourself and also remaining open if others can be there to help you as well. You know what I mean? Sometimes that takes a long time because, again, people don't understand and a lot of people don't know what it is, you know, or what to do or how to handle it, or if that changes who you are as a person and all of that. And, you know, sometimes it can be tricky, but the more that you can educate someone on your personal experiences, the better, because it allows other people to also be aware of your triggers and to also be mindful of, you know, those stress levels as well, because that's, you know, help is always available. Even if you are not asking for it, I promise you help is always available. So yeah. And another thing too is allow yourself to balance your life, your time, your mind, anything, everything, because me knowing that I had this panic attack today, with also knowing that I've been stressed from work all week and I've been kind of like in this energy zone all week, it's like I really need a personal day. So guess what I'm doing? I'm gonna balance out the week by taking a personal day, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it, and I'm not gonna think twice about it. And even though it's been stressful in the workplace and they might still be in their stress, especially without me, they're just gonna have to do it. And I'm gonna have to be okay with that because I need a personal day too. You know what I mean? It's also allowing yourself to have that time and have that freedom for yourself, because if you're not making time for yourself, how in the HE double hockey sticks do you expect you to be there for you? You meaning this. You meaning this, your mind and your body. You know what I mean? Because you're putting all this stuff into your life, into your thoughts, into your mindset, into your routine. That can only affect your mind and your body in one or two ways, okay? If you're not balancing that out, if you're not giving yourself that grace, there's going to be a time where your body or your mind is not going to be able to catch up. And I don't ever want to get to that point. I don't know about y'all. I really don't. You know, you see all these people, super successful people who work nonstop and who are rich and millionaires and billionaires. I'm thinking about two celebrities, but I'm not going to put them on the spot because I'm putting this on YouTube. A man and a woman. Their whole lives doing all of this stuff, all of these stepping stones, all of these glorified things that people are seeing, and now look at their minds. You cannot expect, let me stop preaching, but you cannot expect this to keep up with everything that you throwing at it if it's all garbage, if it's all stress, if it's all just no, okay? It's not gonna work. Your body or your mind, one of them is gonna give out, and I'm sorry to say it. There's nothing wrong with working. There's nothing wrong with putting your foot out there and doing everything and pushing for those goals. But there's also, if not more importantly, nothing wrong with resting and allowing yourself to catch up as well, and allowing your mind and your body to rest, to be at ease, to be at peace, to not have to think about everything. You know, that is important. So if you're not doing that for yourself, my message to you today is do that for yourself. If you don't have an hour a day, use 30 minutes. If you don't have 30 minutes, use 15 minutes. If you don't have 15 minutes, use 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes, use 1 minute, 60 seconds on a timer. Close your eyes and allow yourself to be at peace. I don't care where you gotta go. I'm not gonna keep preaching. I've been talking to y'all for a minute, but I just really wanted to make this impactful, even though it was short. And this is the only part of the vlog you guys get to see, is me putting on this face mask. And I'm about to take a really long shower. A really long shower. I'm talking about like scrub. Y'all need to know all that. But I'm about to get in there. And this is like one of my things that help release stress for me. So music blasting, at least 45 minutes, I'm gonna be in there. And this is all I got. This is all I got for y'all today. You know, I'm grateful for this. Like I said, I'm grateful for you guys. My mouth, my body is still catching up to me. I've literally been stuttering since, and my fingers been tingling since, and my stomach has been tingling since. So I'm really hoping this shower really helps balance me out. And I'm gonna eat and maybe drink some peppermint tea for the girls, because if you don't know, the girls are saying that helps. I'll have more information on that when my brain works better, but it helps with women's stuff, I think. I'm pretty sure I'll put that in there later. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far in my ramble, thank you for listening. I love you and I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys on day 12. And you know why day 12 gonna be a good day? Because it's gonna be a personal day. Period.